Hey everyone, welcome to our last basement talk of summer 2020, shelter in place, COVID-19, and all that other great stuff that hopefully has inspired some creativity within you and some continued learning within you. I'm David Knowlton, one of the co-hosts of the Learning Vibes podcast, and I am here with my co-host, Dr. Annie Ranking. How are you, Annie?
Good. How are you today, Dave?
Oh, I'm doing great, wearing my same old
I was
Memphis.
going to say, I thought you were wearing your Memphis sweatshirt again.
Right, that's become very familiar in many of our basement talks, but
Yes,
because I'm wearing that, because I'm sequestered in my own basement, because I'm thinking about learning, and because I'm talking to you, I'm doing great.
Awesome. Well, welcome everyone again, as Dave said, to our last one. But if this is the first time you're finding one of our basement talks, we are going to be sharing a screen here in just a minute that shows you all of the basement talks we've done. They have come out on every Wednesday since, Dave, I don't know when we started these, but they have come out every Wednesday. And you can see that we have a lot of them up here on our YouTube channel. By the time you watch this, there will be a few more up on that YouTube channel. And so we're going to kind of revisit some of the episodes. We're not going to play them, but just talk about kind of what we hope you have taken from these basement talks. But before we dive in, I do want to say that we are the co-hosts of the Learning Vibes podcast. You can find the Learning Vibes podcast on any podcast app. You can also visit our website at www.learningvibespodcast.weebly.com, or you can send us an email at learningvibespodcast@gmail.com. And as I said, we're going to talk about all of these great basement talks that we've done. And I do want to give a shout out to Dave because he does all of our editing, which I know is a huge undertaking. But Dave, how are you kind of reflecting on all of the time that we've had together with these basement talks?
Well, I think they've been a lot of fun. I hope they've been helpful. And as I'm looking at the screen here in front of us, I guess what I would hope for our listeners is that they realize that we've tried to give them little things they can latch onto and do each week or think about each week. And now as we're ending these basement talks, at least for a while, it becomes a matter of what's next for you as our audience. What is it that you can latch onto, can find the significance of, and move yourself forward? And maybe it's some of the things we've given you in basement talks, like continuing to journal, continuing to question everything, continuing to exercise. But now, how can you just use that not as an ending point, but as a point to improvise and to build and move yourself forward? I don't know, Annie, as you reflect on the basement talks, what's coming to your mind?
Yeah, a lot of those same ideas. But one of the things, as I'm thinking back on all of the talks we've done, is everything that we have talked about is something that either I or Dave or someone that we know is a starting point for creativity, right? So I know that when I'm working out, my brain is a lot more creative than if I'm really engaged in my email or something. If I'm journaling, the concept that Dave talked about with journaling really starts your creative juices flowing. And so not only do we hope that you grab onto one of these or something that you thought of, but that it is a starting point or a continuation for that continual learning and creativity, whatever creativity looks like to you. So creativity can look very different to individuals, but continue that process.
That's right. And if you haven't been watching them all summer, they are there, right there on the YouTube channel. You can watch them now. And we hope that you will reach out to us and share with us your thoughts about what you have learned and how you have used them as starting points for your own creativity.
Absolutely. So everyone, thank you for watching as we've done these basement talks. You can find us every month. We release our podcast once a month on the first day of the month. So regardless of what day of the week it falls on, it's always the first of the month. So please check us out. And otherwise, you can find us on Facebook at Learning Vibes Podcast. We have a Facebook page where we post our basement talks along with our podcasts. And we have an email, learningvibespodcast@gmail.com. And then finally, our website, which is www.learningvibespodcast.weebly.com. And we hope to hear from you, and we hope that you are kind of engaging in all of this learning that Dave and I have given you over this summer.
That's what it's all about. It's all about learning.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.